Oh my gosh, Jason.
Ow now, brown cow. Ow now, brown cow.
Unique New York.
New York. See, now that's.
I'm really excited!
Here we go.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's whirlwind romance just refuses to slow down. Every week brings another headline-worthy moment. And the latest updates are pure entertainment gold. First, Taylor proves she's more than just a guest star in the Kelce world. She jumped in on the brothers' hilarious vocal warm-ups before their record-breaking New Heights episode, fitting perfectly into the chaos like she'd been there all along. Then comes the tea. Insiders spill the 3 things Taylor can't get enough of when it comes to Travis, and honestly, they sound like the blueprint for a forever kind of love. Meanwhile, Zoe Kravitz finally breaks her silence on that infamous snake incident at Taylor's house, answering the big questions as she still get an invite. But of course, no love story comes without drama. Rumors are swirling that Travis's wild, party guy past could creep up and put stress on their picture-perfect romance. On the flip side, NFL buddy Greg Olsen can't stop gushing about how strong their bond is, and now even celebrity therapists are weighing in, breaking down what makes their connection so fascinating.
There's something just so refreshing, just nice, healthy, normal, actually, about having these 2 brothers, experience what poly people will often call compersion.
Brand new behind-the-scenes clip just dropped from Taylor's record-breaking New Heights episode, and it's absolute chaos in the best way. Fans are already losing their minds. Here's the play-by-play. Before cameras even started rolling, Travis is hyping Jason like he's about to run the 40-yard dash, screaming his brother's name as if he just scored a game-winning touchdown. Jason, meanwhile, fully commits to Anchorman mode, chanting "Now brown cow" like his life depends on it. Then, in peak brotherly fashion, the 2 dive into unique New York together because apparently, nothing bonds NFL pros quite like tongue twisters. And just when you think it couldn't get funnier, Taylor strolls in, casually dropping a vocal warm-up that gives full-on choir teacher energy. She nails it flawlessly, of course, and Travis, he can't even contain himself, bursting out with excitement, which only makes the entire moment even more hilarious.
My gosh, Jason.
Ow now, brown cow. Ow now, brown cow.
Unique New York.
New York. See, now that's.
I'm really excited!
Here we go.
The video's caption pretty much sums it up. Everyone knows you. Gotta warm up before a podcast, complete with a laughing emoji, of course. And fans, they're living for it. The comments are full of people saying Taylor has officially earned her place in the Kelce chaos, sliding right in like she's been part of the crew forever. Some are even joking that she hijacked the whole rehearsal like it was her own concert set check. But here's the kicker: Swifties aren't satisfied with just a teaser clip. Nope, they want the full unedited podcast. For hours, bathroom breaks, awkward pause. One fan even brought up the iconic 10-minute version of All Too Well as proof that if Swifties could will that into existence, then a raw, uncut Kelce episode is totally fair game. And speaking of boyfriend, Flexasources are spilling the real reason Taylor's head over heels for Travis. Sure, the man might get early access to her unreleased songs, but that's not what sealed the deal. Insiders say she's obsessed with 3 things about him: his ambition, his work ethic, and his values. Basically the holy trinity of relationship goals. It's getting serious, too. With their 2-year anniversary creeping up, people close to them swear this past summer was the game changer that made their bond stronger than ever. Think less global pop icon and NFL superstar, and more adorable couple geeking out over movie nights and shared workouts. Apparently, Taylor and Travis are wired the exact same way when it comes to goals. He's got that disciplined athlete grind, while she's got the legendary wrote 3 songs before breakfast energy. Add in synchronized workouts, healthy meals, and yes, plenty of romance, and they've hit their perfect groove. Somewhere out there, a Peloton instructor is crying happy tears. But don't get it twisted, it's not all gym sessions and recording marathons. Sources say when it comes to romance, Taylor and Travis keep it classic, keeping the spark alive with simple, old-school gestures that prove this isn't just a fling, it's the real deal. We're talking handwritten love notes, sentimental, little gifts, and the kind of gestures straight out of a Nicholas Sparks movie. Sources even say Taylor's admitted she's never had this kind of energy in a partner before, making it look like Travis just unlocked the ultimate boyfriend of the year achievement badge. And of course, Kelce being Kelce, his personality is the cherry on top. Insiders joke Taylor could never get bored because he's basically a one-man comedy special. If you've ever seen the brothers go full chaos mode on New Heights, you know exactly what they mean. The big takeaway: their summer downtime sealed the deal. They're on the same page about the future marriage, kids, the whole 9 yards. Taylor's convinced she's found her forever person, but while Taylor's busy daydreaming about family life, her bestie Zoe Kravitz is still wondering if she's technically banned from Swift's house after what fans now call the Great Snake Escape of 2025. Rewind to January's California wildfires. Zoe and her mom, Lisa Bonet, were staying at Taylor's law pad when Grandma's pet snake, Orpheus, decided to pull a full-on Houdini axe slipping into a hidden crevice in Taylor's 1930s-style bathroom. Imagine borrowing your friend's house and then losing a reptile in the walls. Nightmare fuel. Zoe swears she had 2 choices: confess immediately, or go demolition mode. Being a problem solver, she and Lisa basically went HGTV on Taylor's bathroom, ripping tiles, scratching walls, and promising the house manager they'd cover the remodel bill. But here's the kicker Taylor already knew. She called Zoe.com as ever, and basically said, "So, about that snake in my wrecked bathroom?" It was peak Taylor Swift, polite on the surface, but devastatingly aware of every detail.
Has a pet snake.
Okay.
And so she has her evacuation stuff. She came over with the snake. I had to leave for work. And I was saying to my mom, I really want to, I want to be a good house guest. I like to leave places better than I found them. I don't want her to even know we were here. And she's like, I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Can you come upstairs? So I opened the bathroom door and she's crouched in the corner in this weird way. And she's like, so I was washing my face and I had Orpheus, snake's name, Orpheus, and I just put her down for a second, closed the door, and she found this little hole in the corner. My mom, by the way, so she's holding the snake's tail. Yes. I was panicking so much that my mom likes to say, if I had both hands, I would have slapped you.
Oh,
just
great.
To, get it together, you know?
Yeah,
I was freaking out. He gets a crowbar. We're ripping up the tile. We're scratching the walls. So we destroyed the bathroom. And I remember calling her and saying, hey! I wanted to talk to you about something. And she was like, is it the fact that you almost lost a steak in your house and destroyed my bathroom? And I was like...
Now, everyone's wondering, did Zoe get quietly uninvited from Taylor's inner circle forever? Turns out, nope. Zoe insists she hasn't been back to Taylor's LA place simply because she hasn't been in LA, not because she's on some secret blacklist. Still, you just know there's an inside joke now where Taylor casually double-checks guests' bags for snakes before letting them through the front door. Snake drama aside, Zoe dropped a little gem. She's already heard bits of life of a showgirl, and according to her, it's flawless. No skips. Straight fire. And coming from Catwoman herself, that's a pretty powerful endorsement. Travis has been hyping it too, calling the album a full-on vibe shift from Tortured Poets' less sad poetry session, more unapologetic fun pop. Taylor even spilled how she made it happen, writing between Era's tour stops, literally flying to Sweden on her off days to team up with Max Martin and Shellback. Like, who does that? Most people collapse after 3 back-to-back shifts. She reinvents pop music while jet-lagged. The result: 12 tracks, a Sabrina Carpenter cameo, and a title track that's already blowing up online. Meanwhile, while Taylor's jetting off to Sweden to casually rewrite music history, Travis is back in Kansas City trying to prove he's officially retired from his party guy era. The only problem: no one's buying it. NFL insiders, talk show hosts, everyone seems convinced he's just one tequila shot away from a relapse. Travis swears up and down he wants to be seen as the disciplined athlete and solid boyfriend, not the guy closing down nightclubs at 3 a.m. But that old image, it's clinging to him like glitter after a Taylor concert. And insiders say if he can't shake it, this might just be the one speed bump that threatens their otherwise golden romance. Taylor, according to insiders, is deep into her let's build a family and buy throw pillows era, while Travis still lights up like a Christmas tree whenever there's a DJ booth nearby. One source even claimed the celebrity lifestyle Taylor swept him into last year messed with his football focus. Constant travel, red carpets, side gigs, basically everything except running routes. And to be fair, the man has been booked and busy. From hosting Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? To cameoing in Ryan Murphy's latest grotesquerie, Travis has stacked more side hustles than a college kid covering Rent. He even admitted in a glossy interview that his game slipped a little, which in NFL speak is the same as saying, "Yeah, I skipped leg day a few times." Now, with a new season looming, Travis swears he's locked in and ready to give football every ounce of his energy. Good news for the Chiefs, sure, but what does that mean for Taylor? Those close to her say she's over the late-night chaos and craving something slower. Family dinners, quiet nights, maybe even baby fever. Meanwhile, Travis's inner circle whispers he still loves the party scene more than he lets on. Translation: it's like trying to mix champagne brunch energy with Sunday meal prep vibes. Eventually, something's going to clash. But just when it looks like party boy Travis might be the sticking point, his buddy Greg Olsen swoops in with receipts that paint a different picture. After a weekend with them at Tight End University, the NFL's version of summer camp for giant dudes who usually run people over, Olsen basically crowned them the cutest couple in the league. Picture this, a bunch of linebackers and tight ends bonding over drills. Then boom, Taylor shows up like the surprise headliner at the world's most testosterone-fueled music festival. She even grabbed the mic on opening night and casually blessed the crowd with a live performance, because of course she did. Insiders say Olsen was floored by how effortlessly she fit into the football family vibe. She took selfies with kids, chatted up the wives, and generally made everyone forget she's a global superstar with a billion-dollar tour. Olsen's own daughter was starstruck, and let's be real, if Taylor Swift takes a photo with your 12-year-old, that story's getting told at every family barbecue for the next decade. Olsen might think Taylor and Travis are basically the league's prom king and queen, but the therapists, they're treating the couple like a full-blown case study. When that podcast episode dropped, Swifties weren't the only ones dissecting every giggle and side-eye. Celebrity therapist Esther Perelec, the Oprah of relationships, jumped in and declared what we were watching wasn't just PDA, it was companionship.
The world is delighted to see Taylor Swift in the company of Travis Kelce and his brother, and to see both of them glow at her success at the upcoming record. And why is this so surprising? Because we've gotten so used to seeing men bashing women, women bashing men, everybody just finding all the shortcomings that exist on the other side. There's something just so refreshing, just nice, healthy, normal, actually, about having these two brothers, experience what poly people will often call compersion, right? The pleasure, the joy, the accomplishment, the intimacy of this woman, and loading her and being pleased how much they are connected to her, and to have this kind of mastery and this artist in their presence. It feels good, and we can all learn from.
Companion, fancy word, right? Basically, it's the total opposite of being salty about your partner's success. Instead of sulking because your girlfriend just broke the internet with her 12th album, you're hyped like you scored the game-winning touchdown. And Travis, the man, was radiating that energy like it was his full-time job, while Taylor was casually chatting about Sourdough Era's tour chaos, and dropping a brand new record. Travis sat there looking like the living embodiment of the hard eyes emoji. Esther Perel thought it was refreshing, and honestly, same. Most celebrity couples guard their relationships like they're in the witness protection program, but these two, they're goofy, proud, and painfully adorable, right out in the open. Another therapist even chimed in, pointing out that part of why Travis and even Jason can hype Taylor up so easily is because they're already legends in their own lanes. When you've got Super Bowl rings and Hall of Fame resumes, you don't exactly need to compete with a pop star for the spotlight. Instead, they're just vibing, celebrating each other like it's couples field day. And that's a wrap on this one, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time with even more Swift Kelce chaos.